be here. I'm Juana Adcock.
Hello, I'm Susannah, and it's great to be here. So when Juana and I started messaging and thinking about what we were going to write about, we kind of initially broached the topic of water, and then initially the topic of understandings and communications, which then devolved into misunderstandings and miscommunication, which I see is a really interesting topic for Juana because she does really exciting things with the mutability of voice and meaning and language. And water and misunderstanding was a really good subject matter for me. One, because I'm incredibly stupid, and two, because I'm notoriously wet. So yeah, these are what we came up with. What does it mean to have mistaken a clepsydra for a boat? It means there's a boat in your kitchen, and it's stinking up the place with coconut-stuck barnacles, rusty bits. It means you're sinking, but your being sunk is synchronous with your not yet having begun to sink. What does water need with time? Nowhere to be and will have been. The sea is just a coda on our route to nothing. That's why it keeps getting bigger. There have been so many ends, but this is almost certainly the last one.
Clepsydra. Sinking, synchronous, and stuck from the shoulders down, a half-sunken dog, as in the Goya painting, though it's unclear if it should be a gerund, sinking at this very moment, in sand or in water, or sunken, as in boat, or sunken, as in an eye full of the tiniest flowers clinging to a wall. The boat tilts, and so does my 70% of water taking the shape of its container. Contener is two words, con, with, and tener, to have. To have with, to hold together, the outer skin marking the perimeter of possession, as water is allowed out in small, measured doses. The body, a simple container, measuring time.
What's water's whatness? Its wetness, possibly, whereas ours, trying to take the properties of something else. If you were perforated 4 times at varying heights, the fluid would flow fastest from your ankle, provided there was no one to top you up. You could reach up to touch your head and find your skull topless like a reservoir, your drying brain exposed to all the things in the sky, stars or eye defects, the leisurely and non-committal possibility of rain. Hold it together is just another way of saying osmosis. Perhaps just one of the cons of our being is how we pretend having isn't contingent on something else's not having.
I went down to the water in search of a word, and all I could find was hogweed, giant hogweed, hogweed crowding out the banks like a rainforest, hogweed flowering white as thrush, scented as elder.
Hogweed, exotic in a Victorian postcard.
Hogweed, the only plant survivor of a nuclear holocaust. Hogweed, towering above the flight of a biped.
Hogweed, succeeding amid harsh market conditions.
Hogweed, eyes upturned at the height of an argument. Hogweed, cauliflower blossom brains drying out in the sun. Hogweed, standing steadfast under the chance of rain. Hogweed, stuck in perma-adolescence.
Hogweed, homogenizing like a monocrop.
Hogweed, ornamental and phototoxic. Hogweed, scrolling past under the flick of a finger. Hogweed, monocarpic and gasalium. Hogweed, Monstera has nothing on it. Hogweed, recolonizing the old world. Hogweed, level-headed rebel.
Hogweed, reproduction unfolding ad infinitum.
Hogweed, calling back to the embryonic. Hogweed, the end of bells around necks.
Hogweed, the end of bells around towns.
Hogweed, drawing a portrait from memory. Hogweed, having the last laugh.